Hello there. This is chapter 5, Planning Takes Practice. Before we dive into more about planning, let's check in. What are your thoughts about planning? And remember, your thoughts are what's driving you towards your new habit or your old one. The new you that you have a clear picture of, or the old you that is just on auto that sometimes we just default to, right? So planning takes practice, just like any new habit. Practice, practice, practice in order to get it on the autopilot towards our new self to create that new habit. So what can you do to make planning fun? Because remember, it's your thoughts that are helping you plan or not plan. So what if you thought about planning as, instead of this is so hard, or I don't know how to do this, with both keep you stuck. What if you were like, what if I have a superpower? How can I make planning fun? And because it's part of your journey, right? It's part of any journey. Planning helps us reach our destination. So what can you do? One of the things is to remember that this is an experiment, right? There's not a wrong way of doing this. There's not a perfect way. Sometimes we want results and we want them now. Just figuring it out, okay? And then, like I said, have fun. And remember that failing is part of this journey. If you're afraid of failing, you never start. You're not getting anywhere. So I want you to think of failing as moving forward. Again, asking yourself, what can I learn from this when things don't go as planned? Okay, so planning is like a destination, right? You've got an idea of where you want to go. And these are just the marks of, they're little arrows that are going upward. You fail, okay, what can I learn from this? You're back to trying it again. You try something, it works. The next week you do it, it doesn't. You try something new, the next day it works. The next day it doesn't. Sometimes it's like that, not a problem, because you're figuring out what your superpower is and what works for you. If you don't have a plan, this is what happens. It's just like, I'm going to just see what happens today. It depends on the day, depends on my mood. And it's just all over the place, but you're not reaching a destination. So one of the things to be aware of is time. Time, you've got to plan time to plan. Crazy, huh? Yes, you need to plan that time, whether it's 15 minutes a day or an hour a week, to check in and look at your schedule. And what is it that you want to work on? And that's where you want to fine tune it. So you don't want to think about all the stuff. These are just some of the things that I thought of. But if you're trying to plan all this, your brain's going to be like, oh, that's way too much. Can't do it all. And you're going to go to overwhelm. So if you just pick one thing, that 1%, and practice, practice, practice. So whether it's exercise or what food do I need to eat, and looking at my self-care, whatever it is on your schedule, what do you need to plan? But again, making time to plan. Okay, so here's an example of planning. One of the clients I was talking with, she was like, I don't have much food again in the house. And so she doesn't love to go to the grocery store and buy the food. But I helped her find what was stopping her was that she was thinking that she needed to meal plan first before she could go to the store. And she doesn't love doing that. But me hearing her talk, it was just like, she's like, yeah, I went through the house and I found what I have on hand, some cauliflower, some chickpeas, some other kind of meat protein. So I looked up a recipe that could use those things. I think she roasted chickpeas and cauliflower, and however she cooked the meat. And she was excited, and I was excited for her. And it was just started clicking that, wait, you don't have to make your meal plan and then go to the grocery store. Maybe that's not your superpower. That's not working for you. Her superpower is finding creative recipes that she can use with the ingredients she has. Okay, so she's going to try making a grocery store. She's going to make a list to go to the grocery store and, of course, buy her fruits and her vegetables and her protein and the good carbs. And then she's going to figure out that morning or whenever the night before, what can I do with the ingredients I have on hand? That's going to work for her. Another client just likes that 15 minutes. She says, if she doesn't get something done by Thursday, her planning, she knows it's not going to happen because the weekend takes over. So she likes her grocery lists done by Thursday so she can order her groceries Sunday and pick them up and have them ready for the week. There's not a right way to do this. You're just figuring out what works for you. And it's practice, practice, practice. Maybe gather some ideas or just tune into yourself and find out what you like and start planning in a way that will work for you. All right, one step at a time, my friends.